Monday, August the 15th, mid-month. We're moving through summer, and yesterday was a nice warm day, and today is predicted to be the same, more of the same. We still have extremely dry conditions. The fire hazard is extreme, and we've already had a big blaze, and the last thing we need is another right now. At any rate, watching the morning news, and the age of lawlessness, the raid on the Trump compound with the top secret documents. Of course, his fan club is claiming that it's no big deal. This is all manufactured news, a crisis. But the assaults on the law enforcement agencies are not manufactured. This is kind of a sad statement on how our culture has digressed into a state of lawlessness. Coming from the top, when you find congressmen rationalizing the breaking of the law, coming up with excuses, threatening to change the law so what he did was legal, this is a heck of a lesson to teach our young people. And I guess the thing that I'm trying to make is this is going to compound into future generations. If there are no rules, if the powerful can write the laws to justify their actions, then how is anybody supposed to respect the law? And how do we get into this mess? Can I find any time in our history where such a state of affairs has existed? No. This is kind of frightening times, unprecedented times, and of course, I put it all on Trump's shoulders. But Trump is a symptom, not the disease. The disease is the state of mind of the people who supported him and support him now. Willing to accept lies. The way that we've become vulnerable to powerful media manipulation. And this didn't start with the Capitol riots, or it didn't start with the unelection of Trump. He was making misleading statements a long time ago, and media reported on it, but this country was so polarized that nobody wanted to deal with it. I remember having a conversation with a really well-informed and educated public servant I worked with in Stanislaus County. And the rationales that he provided me with respect to some of Trump's actions were so bizarre at the time, I couldn't believe that he was coming up with this nonsense. It just defied logic. And that's become kind of a national ailment, I think. A nation divided. And we're talking threats of civil war, civil unrest, violent civil unrest. I mean, these guys are carrying guns around, blowing up cars and what have you. This is really scary times. And no, we don't have any of it going on in Mariposa, so our lives personally aren't affected. But the mindset, the military movements that are carrying on demonstrations in a business in Mariposa, and the business community that supports these militants. This is all kind of scary. And yeah, it is here in our home. And there are people here who share the beliefs of some of these insurrectionists. Yes, we're talking about taking power of the government because we don't trust it. The will of the people. Well, some people's will. Anyway, it's become kind of a sad situation, and how we deal with it, how we're going to work our way through it, I have concerns. I think people have to sit back and think about what it is to live in a lawless land. And where it's legitimate for the laws to be written for the benefit and by the powerful, the rich and powerful. That's not the democracy that we were taught in school. It's not the democratic thoughts that govern most of our actions, beliefs. At any rate, how do we come to this place? And yeah, Trump brought it all to a head, no question about that. But the distrust, the lies, the lying, all someone has to do is spend an hour in front of television and see the power of advertising and how people opinions can be shaped and manipulated by media and professional media manipulators. I, of course, blame the educational institution for not preparing us for this, not letting us adapt, teaching us how to survive and thrive in a media environment that's so vulnerable to manipulation. Manipulation. That's the concept. At any rate, you guys have a good day. Stay safe. COVID is out there. I've been exposed to someone who tested positive recently, and so I'm kind of living under wraps, as it were. And that's kind of difficult because I'll be moving my studio. But at any rate, take care.